Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
Coming up on the first pitch and towing the slab in this one, Zach Wheeler.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
All right, ready to go
right
here.
fielder,
Now it's the right fielder,
Chourio.
Jackson Chourio. Check swing, went around, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's off the
that's off the
inside
plate.
corner, and that's ball 2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. And
That's
that
a ball.
misses. Ball 1. One out, base is empty. And that is
that's
downstairs. Now 2-0. Just
ball.
missed. And there's the automatic. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And they get the out. Let's take a look at our lineup.
Batting third,
A very
catcher,
athletic
William
offensive group with
Contreras.
speed spread throughout this offense.
Yeah, and it's so important that they have patient and quality at bats because the key is to get on base. If they do that, then they can create a whole lot of havoc on the base paths, get runners around the score, and then that's going to get you some good pitches to hit as well. So a very athletic team, and we should be in for a treat in this one.
It's not the standard approach that we see in today's game, but it does work for them offensively.
Yeah.
William Contreras at the plate with 2
0-1.
away, swings through that one. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the dirt, and the count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that's down and away. 2 out, space is empty. Now he breaks his bat. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Gone in order are the Brewers. And now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And today's starter, Freddie Peralta. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And now for the Phillies,
Lead
Kyle
off
Schwarber.
For the Phillies, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
That's outside, and it's 1-0. And here it comes. Popped up. Ortiz. Makes the catch for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Next offering upstairs. High in the air, out to right. Chourio. And there's 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman.
2 down, base is empty.
Harper.
Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Fastball for a strike. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Hit in the air, left field. Frelick has a beat on it. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. We played an inning, no score. Back at Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park,
for the
and
Brewers,
now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Wheeler back to work.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And he beats it. He's safe.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost
Batting
start for
fifth,
some,
left
so that was
fielder,
nicely
Sal
done to beat the
Frelick.
odds. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the batter now, Sal Frelick. Fouled off to the right.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Next offering is fouled back.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Stays alive. Nobody out. Runner at first. Liner snagged at first. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Wheeler with a throw over, but it's wide of the bag and gets away. Tag, and they got him. So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway.
So much for the first hit right there. Good move, and he had him leaning all the way.
Hoskins, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2014. Rhys Hoskins in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Second inning here. No score. That one just missing inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Brewers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the veteran outfielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Fires over to Hoskins. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd.
Alec Bohm.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Fouled off down the right side. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Max Kepler stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there onto the track, and he makes the catch. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in
Leading
Philadelphia,
off for the
top
Brewers,
half of the third
baseman,
inning. Up now
Oliver
for
Dunn.
Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn. That one's in there, and that is strike one.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Out towards right center field. Castellanos sizes this one up, puts it away for the out.
Batting 8, shortstop Joseph
Next
Ortiz.
for the Brewers, Joseph Ortiz. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out.
Batting 9th, second baseman Bryce Terang.
Runner on at first with one gone. This is Bryce Terang. Called strike right there. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI.
Now
These days,
batting,
most outfielders
right
play
fielder
pretty
Jackson
deep, and I'm
Churio.
not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Jackson Churio. He's 0 for 1. Wheeler with a throw over. Terang back on a dive.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runner on the move. Pitch inside. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And there's a ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Christian Yelich in the Milwaukee on deck circle. In there at the knees. 3 balls and a strike.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in and it turns out to be a homer.
And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
And now
for
it's
the
JT
Phillies,
Realmuto.
Catcher JT Realmuto.
That's in for a strike at 95, 0-1. Line drive, makes the grab, one down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
This is Bryson Stott. That's in for a strike. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, Phillies down a run. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Here's a high chopper. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Down quickly go the Phillies. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back.
Leading off
Start of the fourth.
Brewers,
now
the
it's Christian
designated hitter,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
That one missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to center. Marsh moves under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Now batting, catcher.
And now it's William Contreras. First time up was a pop out. And that's way high. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Fought off foul. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. 1-2 to Contreras. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Ball.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Right side, and foul ball.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Chopper right side. Fires over to first. That was a strong at-bat, even though he couldn't find a way
Now
on
batting,
base.
center fielder Garrett Mitchell.
2 outs, base is empty. Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
That's a ball.
Next offering is downstairs. And strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, and now Kyle Schwarber.
Designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
And ball 1.
Well, these Phillies, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
And a 2-1 on the way.
Hey, 2. 2-2, Dale.
Got him swinging.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. Tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Here's Turner now. Flied to right his first time. Popped up left side. Ortiz. Squeezes it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Flied to left his first time. And he hits a ground ball right side to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. Back at Citizens Bank
Leading
Park.
off for
Top
Milwaukee,
5, John
left
Sciambi
fielder,
with Chris
Sal
Singleton.
Frelick.
And leading it off, Sal Frelick. Wheeler back to work. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Just
that's a ball.
missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Liner caught it second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Struck out looking his first time. Late on that fastball.
Well, he threw that
0-1
fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and
Up next
understandably
for
so. In an
Milwaukee,
0-2 count,
third
you feel
baseman,
like you've got a
Oliver
lot of
Dunn.
plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, shortstop, Joseph
And
Ortiz.
now the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Kepler makes the play, and that is that. Brewers strand one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Here's
off
Nicholas
for
Castellanos.
the Phillies, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
First pitch
Check
doesn't
outside.
find the zone.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
The 1-1.
Hey.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights it off, he'll see another. That one
2
not
balls,
close.
2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And here comes
Now
Alec
batting,
Bohm.
third
0 for 1 so
baseman,
far.
Alec Bohm.
And that's
Ball,
off
that's
the
out.
outside edge. And that's ball 1. Into center. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see
Up
already,
next
his
for the
bat
Phillies,
stays in the
left
zone
fielder,
on plane for an
Max
extended period of time.
Kepler.
And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
1 down. Max Kepler at the plate. There's the strike. Man at first, 1 away. Close, but call the ball. and the count is 1-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Here comes Real Muto. He's 0 for 1. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. Boom. The runner at first with 2 gone.
Ball inside.
To the right side. Glove side, but it gets through. Boom around second, headed for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Chance now to even this game if they can put a ball in play, maybe an error, maybe a hit.
Stepping in, Bryson Stott. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab, and that is the inning. Phillies leave a couple, and it remains 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, top 6, and stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Misses inside. The count now 2-2. That's down and in. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Very close off the outside corner.
Now
Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Churio.
Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chorio. 0 for 2 in this one. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Wheeler with a throw over, and he's back in safely. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Two balls, no strikes to count.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
There's a strike, 3-1. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a a ton of baseball as a kid, and that one is lifted in the air. Castellanos moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And now it's Christian Yelich,
the designated hitter,
the MVP
Christian
in 2018,
Yelich.
the runner-up in 2019. And that is out of play. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Not even close there. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. The next pitch misses. 2-2. And there's a ball. In the air to left down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Runner on the go. Ground ball to the right side. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Up next for Milwaukee, catcher William
Manager out of the
Contreras.
dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching
Out
for
of the bullpen
Phillies.
for the Phillies, Tanner
Number 58.
Banks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Next to hit, William Contreras. That one the other way. It drops in, gets away a little bit. The run comes in from second. It's 2-0. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Mitchell will hit next. Misses inside, and that is ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a pop up. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride
Now
up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like
he
he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one off the outside edge. Swing and a miss.
That was a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with chip.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We always go bottom six. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Chorio pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a foul out of play. Curve in the dirt.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Up with it, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Turner stands in now and watches strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's inside. Going to count 1 and 2. The Phillies down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is downstairs. Just off the outside edge.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now
you can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
With a move to first, and Turner's back in. Harper in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And that one fouled off. Two aboard, 2 outs. And that's in there at the knees.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Now this is in the air down the line. He's got it, and the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Brewers 2 and the Phillies nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Phillies,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
number
on the mound,
41.
Joe Ross.
Joe Ross.
And it's Reese
Leading off
Hoskins
for
up to the
Milwaukee,
dish.
First baseman, Reese Hoskins.
In for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Hoskins swings and blasts a high fly ball. Deep left field. That one's back there. And out of here. A laser to left. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Oliver Dunn, the next to hit. 1 for 2. There's a strike. 95 of that one.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
The other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Up next for Milwaukee, shortstop Joseph Ortiz.
Joseph Ortiz digs in now. And a big swing and a miss.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
And the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Dunn at second with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So digging in, Bryce Terang. Look out!
Timeout.
And it
Double
hit
down
him.
right there.
Up next for Milwaukee,
Now at the plate,
right fielder,
Jackson Chourio.
Chourio.
Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And that's in for a strike.
0-2.
That
One
one
ball,
misses,
2 strikes.
and that's ball 1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt. Tag safe.
Hey,
And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Two on, 1 out. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Goes down looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. It's just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Yelich in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count. Nope. That's inside.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Next pitch misses way outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Two outs. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. That one catches the corner for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jarrett Koenig, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Hyams getting loose as well. That one missed.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
And that just misses. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now batting Max Kepler. And there's a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Oh, that's just out.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Next offering is fouled back. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
JT Realmuto steps in. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Misses. Now 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a ball popped up. Terang brings it in for the 3rd out. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. It's the Brewers 3 and the Phillies nothing.